Andre Iguodala, a champion yet again. Everyone's eating popcorn, which is fine. You guys, like I told Clay, you're champs. You can do whatever you want. You had a choice to make last offseason. You could have done some stuff. You're a champ again. You stayed. How much of this was in your mind when you made a decision to do what you did?
Well, this is always a, first choice. Obviously, we built a brotherhood. I came here 5 years ago, and the first press conference I said, I feel like I'm that piece to get us to the next level. And you hear that a lot, and it may sound cliche, but just seeing Steph Curry and seeing Klay Thompson, seeing Draymond grow up, I knew it was possible. So we all kind of saw it coming, but a lot of hard work put into it, and we really just enjoying the journey. It's not just about the trophy or ring; it's just about the journey, and we know if we maximize our potential, this is what comes from that.
How hard was it to sit out, and when did you know for sure you could get back out there?
You know what? It was a really, really good 2 weeks for me just to experience how to have patience, and did a whole lot of reading because it wasn't killing me because I had an issue with the leg, and I just couldn't do anything. I'd be at home. It's a problem when you can't play golf. I can't even take practice swings. And I said, I can't take practice swings. I can't help the guys. But it was good for the guys to experience that. They overcame it. And once I saw that I could run, I was back out there the next day. So it took me some time, but it was worth the wait, and I was happy that I could be on the court to help the guys win.
All right. Well, listen, we appreciate you sitting down. It's golf season now. Be healthy. Yes. Enjoy golf season. Enjoy yet another title. Enjoy your popcorn and go celebrate, man. Thanks for your time.
Justin Thomas, I'll see you next week.
The word dynasty is behind me. Tim Legler is back, and you had a comment to me as we were sitting here. No one's going to touch Boston of the Bill Russell era.
Yeah.
That's just not reasonable.
Yeah.
But what do you think Golden State is capable of?
Well, first of all, I think what's fueling them through this. You talked earlier about how do you continue to find the hunger and drive when you continue to win. I think it's that they want to be listed with the all-time greats. The all-time great dynasties in the history of the league, and they're absolutely on pace to do that. They're already one of the greatest teams of all time. They want to go down with Boston, and I guess you'd have to put the Bulls in there. Jordan takes off a couple years, but he bookends 2 3-peats in there. Mm-hmm. For me, you're going to put the Warriors right there. You got Boston, L.A. in the 80s, but they've won. This team's now won 3 and 4, and it's not going away anytime soon because it's supposed to get harder. This was the easiest one they've had in the 4 years. So that's, to me, what is driving this group.
I love you.
Yeah.
But you see who's waiting. And
oh yeah,
the man's eating popcorn, has ski goggles and a cigar. So we're gonna have to defer.
I hear you.
And welcome in Steph Curry. Congratulations, Steph, on another title. And go ahead, like I told the fellas, if everyone's eating popcorn, you can keep eating if you want. That's fine with me. You look dry. Have you started the celebration yet?
This big old towel's got a lot of champagne on it, so. My shoes are a little heavier with all the champagne dripping down, but it's an unbelievable feeling right now. Back to back in 3 and 4 years, so just gonna enjoy the moment, man. It's unbelievable.
How different is the satisfaction of where you sit tonight? Because you and I have had a chance over the years to speak after many of these where it's good, it's bad, and it's great, and you've won. Right now, it feels different in what way?
This year was nothing easy about it. We had injuries, we had major expectations, obviously, but trying to compare this year to last year or even 2015, 2016, it was hard to do. A lot was thrown at us, and even the playoff journey was totally different. Probably the hardest one we've had. I know how the finals ended up 4-0, but a lot went into this year mentally and physically to get to the finish line, and it's an unbelievable feeling. So. Just thinking back where we were in October to now, I'm really proud of this group.
Steph, that's the stuff that fascinates me. When there's as much expectation as there is, right? The baseline expectation is this is where you're supposed to be. And there's all this chatter and there's all this noise. And then there's human nature because you've already won, right? So you can't you can't pretend to be as hungry as somebody that's never won. So just navigating all of that, how did you all collectively manage to do that, do you think?
I mean, we kind of took the season in chunks, and whatever was thrown at us, we kind of put our heads together, figure out how we get through it, and make sure we kept our minds on the end goal of winning a championship. And it's kind of hard to summarize the whole year, but
I get it.
Just the expectations, like you said, and the playoff kind of stress that we went through, obviously in the Western Conference Finals and dealing with injuries, and then this year, I mean, in the finals, coming in and not dropping the ball like we did last year, even for one game, it was unbelievable.
I can't remember if it was you or Kevin, someone. Maybe it was. I think it might have been Draymond. The nights all blend together, sitting out here and asking you all these questions. But at any point, maybe down 3-2, when you guys are down a bunch to Houston, do you remember, Steph, ever feeling yourself like, man, this could get away from us? We might really be in trouble.
Oh, for sure. I mean, when your back's against the wall, down 3-2 against Houston, and we haven't been in that situation, obviously, without home court, too. You got to step up, and
right.
And we did. And I think there was nothing easy about this year. I mean, everybody's going to talk about our team and the talent we have, and it was a predestined kind of championship from the beginning of the year. None of that crept into our locker room, and we were challenged. So, I mean, just unbelievable experience to go through this with this group. To learn a little bit about ourselves on the journey, and show up, in the bright moments, and now we're here as back-to-back champs.
Now isn't the time for there to be a clear answer to this, but in time, as you have the summer, wandering around a golf course somewhere with a quiet thought.
For sure.
I know you'll be doing that. And you start to think big picture about what you all can accomplish as a team. How do you think this group will try to define itself long term? I mean, with the long view in mind, I mean, does that make sense? Just like how you can push back from right now and look at, say, like a decade-long run, if it's even possible?
Yeah, it's hard right now.
I get that.
But I hear what you're saying. We have an amazing potential, and we've accomplished a lot, but as we reset over the summer, and if I can envision what it's going to be like coming back into training camp in October, this coming fall, we're going to try to be greedy and try to continue to push for excellence and greatness. And it might look totally different next year, and the journey is going to be different, but that is the measure of success for us. And I think we are capable of coming back and making another run for it. And when it comes to the conversation of where our team fits in the history of the game, I have zero answer for that, because I'm really going to just enjoy the ride while it lasts, and I think there's no better way to kind of enjoy this process than that.
As you should. And since you're soaked in champagne and you've won the title, let's pop the balloon and have some fun here. What the hell was Game 3? What was that shooting performance out of you?
No clue, but it happens. And for me, looking back, like, obviously I had a dud in Game 3, but I'm really proud of the way that I try to just keep my head and do other things to try to help the team win. Obviously, KD was an unbelievable Game 3, but minus the shooting, I think I had a pretty solid game other than that. So I'll be all right with that.
Yeah, and you had 37 in a closeout game, and you got a big old cigar and some ski goggles, and you got a champagne celebration to go get to after yet another title. So we'll let Game 3 slide, man. Thank you, as always, for your time. I've appreciated it. Enjoy summer, enjoy golf season, and I'm sure we'll talk again, all right?
I appreciate that a lot.
All right, Steph Curry has the